I'm Jeannie Ralston. Welcome, everyone. I'm so excited about this India trip, and we're really lucky. We're going to be going over the whole trip with you, telling you how we came to put this together. I worked very hard, and Sukirti Rekwar, who lives in India, she has a company called Soulful Safaris, and she and I worked back and forth to make sure we got the what we thought was the best tour of India. So welcome Sukirti, who's joining us. It's 5:30 in the morning over in India. So Sukirti, do you want us to tell one thing that we like to do is to work with women-owned businesses. So we were so excited to find Sukirti through Transformational Travel Council. Do you want to tell us a little bit about your business, Sukirti?
Sure, sure. Good morning from India. Namaste.
Thank you
Yeah,
so much for getting up early.
it's pleasure, Jenny, and we know that how excited we are for this trip.
Yes, yes. And so how you've been working in the travel industry for quite some time, and
Yes, yeah. I have been working in this industry for a very long time, as long as I remember. And and I wanted to add that I came to this industry to escape my marriage, like.
oh, really? This is so interesting. We've got to see, this is what we love. We love to get to know women in different cultures and different destinations. So tell us about that.
Yeah, I was in my graduation and I think I was 21 or something. And my father was like he wanted me to get married because I didn't get through a lot of exams. So the only option was to get married. And then I found this ad in the newspaper about a tourism course. It was just for 1 year. So I convinced my father, okay, this is just 1 year course and let me do this course and after that you can do whatever I will do whatever you are saying and I got through this tourism course. I studied and then the adventure began.
Well,
Yeah.
that is interesting. This sheds a light on some things in India that we'll hear more about as we travel there and as we maybe even talk about our through our presentation. But I wanted to just let everyone know that what I've worked with security about to create is a very slow and easy kind of trip. I was in India on a trip once that was just one city to the other city and to where everything was a blur. We saw so many temples. I can't remember most anything. And I just remember the traffic in all the cities and the anxiety level of the cities. And I was like, that's not what I thought of as for um, India. And part of the trip was through Tamil Nadu, and then we crossed up into Kerala, and I just felt a relaxation as soon as I got into Kerala, the beauty and the we were in nature. We weren't in the cities anymore. So when I came to Sukirti, I said, I'd like to just focus on Kerala, which is like my fantasy of India. Somebody once told me that lots of people come to India with the notions they get from movies, and a lot of people if get their idea of India through something like Slumdog Millionaire. I got my notion of India through Jungle Book, I think. So that's why Kerala really, really appeals to me is because of that. It's so lush. It's just a dreamy place. And then put on top of that the book Covenant of Water, that is just such so fabulous book. We will really be we'll be so in that area. We're going to have a woman who's a professor talking about that book and taking us just along the canals as we go. So that's the kind of thing we worked on together to get you a kind of a slower feeling and a more relaxed view of India. And it's we're going to really avoid any of the big cities. So if this my idea is we do this if you really want to see if you really want to see the Taj Mahal or Mumbai or Delhi or anything like that, then please you know add that on before or after, and we can, advise you, and Sukirti can as well. But for us, this is going to be just a time to get to know people, meet local women, go to villages, truly, really absorb the culture in a different way. So I have a little presentation, and Sukirti and I will talk through the whole itinerary here. So I'm going to share my screen, but this is the part that's hardest for me because you're going to see on my messy desk and everything. So, all right, you're seeing it now. Let me go full screen. So, yes, so the dates are January 11th through the 24th of this coming year, and it's a great time to be there. I mean, obviously, it's going to be warm in different places depending on the altitude, but it's a really nice time in general to be there. So, what I find interesting is here, I point out Kerala here, just this coast. It's on the which sea is this? I know it. This is the Malabar coast.
It's Arabian Sea.
That's Arabian Sea. Okay, yeah. And we will spend time at the beach. And I've been to the beach resort where we're going on this. So but it's a beautiful part of South India. So that's I'll be on the trip, and I don't know if you yourself, Kirti, will be there or somebody from your company, but we will be in good hands.
It- yes, it will be either me or one of my colleague.
Okay. And so part of the one of the distinctive characteristics of Kerala are these all these canals, they're called backwaters, and they run over a large section of it, and it's people using their boats to do business, to trade, to go to school, to go to church, and we will be spending time on that in that area for sure. But and also I just love the feeling of here. It's just like getting to know some local women who maybe are cooks or whatever. So this is going to be a time to just see India in a really quiet way. So we'll start by as soon as we land, we're going to fly into Cochin, but we're going not into the city. We'll go nearby, just about the same distance from the airport to the city as the airport to this area. Describe this area we're going to be going to, Sukirti, with the two hotels.
Sure, sure. When we arrive at the airport, we are driving to Chennai. Chennai, the most popular area in Cochin is Fort Cochin, but we are skipping the hustle of Fort Cochin and going straight to a fishing village of Chennai, which is one side is the backwaters and one side is the beach. It will take about 1 hour, 1.5 hours to arrive into this hotel. And we have selected two hotels here. One is Krakenor History Cafe and other is Wala House. Both small boutique properties. One is both overlooking the backwaters. The hosts are amazing, food is amazing, and you all will love it.
Well, and that's why we have two hotels, but really what we're doing on those days is, and the reason we have two hotels is we can't fit everybody in one hotel at this point. But I want to give you guys a day just to relax, recover from jet lag. So we don't have a lot on the schedule. So that's why being in two hotels, we assume you're going to be just like sleeping or just doing just the quiet time to get your energy back. So, so it's a really nice. We just start off right from the beginning in a relaxing setting, but we do have, and then after our first day of relaxing, we do take a trip. Tell us about this beautiful town, this and the weaving traditions.
I will. The reason I thought I wanted to include Chedamangalam was it's a weaving village like many other weaving villages of India, but this place is very close to my heart. During pandemic, not during pandemic, sorry, even before pandemic, there was a flood in 2018 in this area in Kochi, and all the all the saris that was made by the women of this village got destroyed, and they were left. There was no job for them. There were no takers. So some group of people they came together and they started making dolls from the scrapped saris to give employment to the women of Chendamangalam. So we are all so that became like a symbol of revival for these workers. So we are going to visit the women, and we are also going to do a little workshop of doll making. I think it's there in the next slide.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
think. Oh no, I don't think it's the next slide. But anyway, we'll do our
Uh,
work.
we will do a workshop. So this story is very close to my heart, and it's a beautiful way of reviving the saris. Now those dolls have become quite famous. It's called Chekuti dolls. So that's the importance of this village, and I don't want to share everything. You want to come and do the experience yourself.
And be surprised. And be surprised. We like to surprise.
Yeah.
So when we will have a chance to see some of the local, like this palace, and so we'll do the time with the women at the in the doll making and the weaving, but and it's Pallium Palace,
Pallium Palace. Yes.
Pallium Palace,
Yes.
which is near.
I just wanted to add one thing about Palace Palace is, in India, a lot of we talk about dominance of male in lot of cultures, but Kerala is one place where women had power, women were dominant. So this palace is all about women and their dominance in the Kerala culture.
Oh, I love that. We love that. That's important, and it's good to know that we're honoring that tradition. So from there, we will head to Manar. Am I saying that right, Munar?
Yes, yes, Munnar, yeah.
And this is the area of, amazing natural beauty and tea plantations. And so we have a lot of things in store, a lot around tea, but also around the outdoors for there, right?
Yes.
Yes. And we're staying at this beautiful Windmere Estate. I mean, look at some of these views you have. It's just a beautiful estate with plenty of time to relax, a pool, good food. We'll also see in that local area. We'll see the weavers there too.
Yes,
Yep.
yes, we are going to visit an NGO there while we are at at Munnar. So the story goes like this: there is this NGO, and the local people they found that many children of that area were were mm, born with some disability due to some malnutrition in that area. So this NGO came up to support the disadvantaged children. So they do special training, and we could do here block printing workshop. We will see how the whole NGO operates. It's very ethical, fair trade organization, and supports lot of work. You could do little shopping also in this NGO. They make beautiful products, clothes, paper, candles. It's really nice to be there.
I love that, that we can support it there, that culture. So the state has some, has some beautiful walks around the property and nature walks, bird watching, that kind of thing. So there's time to just spend in with the beautiful views and nature or pool. Yeah, always the pool. And then we'll have time to explore the tea. Tell us about the what we'll be seeing with with around tea.
I, in India, we have many few female guides. So the in this tour, what we have done is we have tried to work with local female workers wherever possible. On this day also, we will have a local woman who is born in that area and she has an association with the tea. So she will take us around. We will do a small hiking and trekking through the tea estate. And it's a very easy walk. It's a very easy walk. And for those who cannot walk, there will be jeeps to take us around. We will talk about the history of tea in India, how tea is grown, and then we will come to the tea factory to see how the tea is processed. So it will be like plantations to the factory visit, which will end with our tea tasting sessions.
Good. So we can compare the different types of tea and which,
Yes, yes, and we can even buy tea.
oh, I'm sure they'll like that. So from there, we traveled to Thekati. Which one is right? Thekati.
Yes, Thekedi, Thekedi.
Thekati. And we did go on when I was there before, we went to Thekati, and I loved it because this is where we saw elephants, and also the place we're staying is well, the town itself is very small, but it has markets, and we walked around, and it's just really one or two streets, main streets for shopping, markets, little stores, and we stay. And I love the Spice Village Hotel. We didn't stay there last time, but we ate lunch there, and I just fell in love with the hotel. It's made from these with these thatched roofs, and it's exquisite. The food there and the atmosphere is really nice. So I chose that because I didn't stay there last time. I was like, this is where I want to stay. Um, and you can, in any of these places, we'll have yoga, and I don't know if all or most of the places we stay have spas. I know that quite a few do. So, right? I know this place does. The
This place definitely does, yeah.
Yeah. So there's time again to fit that in, make it relaxing, and tell us. Then we'll go to a pepper plantation. Tell us about
Yes, yes. Yeah, before pepper plantation, I wanted to add about Ayurveda.
that.
Even if somebody wants to have an Ayurveda consultation even before the trip, we can even arrange that.
Oh, you mean like on Zoom before or something, like a Zoom call with a,
Yes, yes, Zoom call, yeah.
okay, that's a good thing to
Yeah.
know, because then you can have a consultation and then can have the treatments through the trip or to explain that. What would you, during the trip, what would you be able to follow through with recommendations?
So, sure, sure. So Ayurveda, when you're in a trip, you can do your massages, everything, but Ayurveda is a lifestyle which needs to be followed for a longer term. So if somebody has that intention of following Ayurvedic lifestyle, food, diet, we can arrange the consultation through the Ayurvedic doctors, and you can plan your schedule like 6 months you want to follow Ayurvedic diet, Ayurvedic lifestyle, 2 months you want to do that. And then when you arrive at some of these hotels, you can do your treatments according to your specific lifestyle program that you might have discussed with the Ayurvedic doctors.
Oh, that's great. I think we talked about that, but I didn't know you could do
Yeah,
dance. That's the part that I didn't know. But that's really great. So and if you sign up, we'll make sure that we give you that all that information beforehand. So very good. So tell us then about the pepper plantation.
when we arrive into Thekeri, and one word that stuck with me is the pepper plantations all around. It's the green pepper that you see on the picture, which is not processed, and the one that you see which is ready to use. So the smell of pepper and cardamom, this is what you're going to have in the when you're staying at Spice Village, Thekkady. And also we will do the pepper trail. We will learn about how the spice trade started in India, and how it has become the local people in Kerala are their livelihood is all dependent on the spices. So it's all very interesting to see it from how it grows and how it comes to the market, and how the grading is done of both pepper and cardamom. We will see different grades of pepper and cardamom during our trail.
And
So
is
it's all very lively, and your senses are engaged in it. Yeah.
isn't cardamom called the king of spices or what, or was that the queen?
Pepper is called the queen of spices. It was also called as black gold.
Black
It wa- it
gold.
used to be it used to be very expensive back in the days when Portuguese started trading
And they started trading from Cochin or near or from this coastline, right?
from this coastline, from Cochin. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. And so this is where again we meet we love to get to know local people. So we get to go to the planters. We have tea and snacks with the planters family there. And then we go to Periyar National Park. We have a picture of a tiger. This is a tiger preserve. Uh, it's it's not unheard of, but it's very rare to see a tiger. But it is a tiger preserve. There are tigers here, and and so who knows? But there's also this we went out on a boat last when I was there last time. We went on a boat and we saw elephants on the side of the lake. So we're going to do a tour on the lake where we can get down on the level of the those animals. But we actually, when I did it before, I did a huge boat with lots of tourists, and I wanted something smaller, more intimate. So we're going to do more of a bamboo raft thing through the lake, which is, the central part of this national park. So we'll have it again. This is more of a chance to experience the natural beauty, and there's all kinds of animals. I don't think we'll see a cobra in the wild, but that's we hope not. And then after the Spice Village, we go down to the backwaters, the canals I was speaking about, and we spend a couple of nights on one of these luxury houseboats. So we'll have, all the food that we need and beautiful rooms, and we'll get to go through the backwaters and just spend time getting to see that side of India, of Kerala, which is just the lushness, the way that people make their living, always on boats. I just love that feeling of being that close to the water. Explain Kavalam. We'll stop there.
Yes. While you will be on the houseboat, we will do small excursions. We will take small boats, come to the jetty and visit smaller villages. This part of Kerala is known as this region of Kerala is known for thousands of varieties of rice. So we will go through the rice fields and learn about different varieties of rice. We will also visit women cooperatives who do small scale rice plantations, rice farming, and we will meet them. We can also purchase some of the stuff from the markets here, bring it to the houseboat, and the chef can cook it for us.
Ooh, I like that.
We will also visit some of the oldest churches in this area. I think there is one picture of church also.
And that's interesting. A lot of the people, not a lot, but some of them are Christian, right? What they called Saint Thomas Christians or
A lot of people in this area, they do follow Christianity, yes.
uh, and yes, that's part of in the book, um, the covenant of water, believe, which is the next slide anyway. We're going to have some tell us about the woman who's coming on the boat, and she's going to talk about the book as we see the whole, we're going through the setting of this book while we learn about, the writing, the traditions, etc., right?
Sure, sure. Professor Bindu, she is professor in a town in Kerala, which is North Kerala, and I met her through my first boss, who and she is one of the main organizers of Kerala Literature Fest. We have Literature Fest throughout India in various cities, and Professor Bindu is one of the main organizers of Kozhikode Literature Fest. Kozhikode is a city in North Kerala, which we are not visiting, but she has been closely associated with this LAP region of Kerala. She has lived there, she has experienced it. So, as a local woman, she will talk about the covenant of water.
That's so cool. Hi.
Hi, Margaret. Yes, so we will have first-hand experience talking about the book as we're in the setting. And I imagine if you haven't read the book, if you'll want to go, you want to read it.
Oh, yeah, I definitely want to read it.
Yeah, it's pretty fabulous. And so we can that's so that I wanted to bring that in because it's such a touchstone. The way one of the ways we think about India now, if you've read that book, it's kind of and what a better chance to be in this gorgeous setting and bring the literature in as well. So that's part of it. And then
Yeah, and also I want to add here that most of the time, when you look at itineraries for Kerala, you will find houseboat only for one night, but we have included it for 2 nights.
yes.
You,
And
you will be very close to the local life. Sorry, Jenny, go ahead,
no,
please.
that's exactly, that's what you'd recommended that we spend just a little bit longer. Again, it's not like, this isn't a drive-by kind of trip. This is more like get into the mode. And I think that it will surprise you that you change your conception of India. I mean, it did when I was in Kerala, it sure did for me. Um, so that's the plan. But we will have time, like you said, at this place, Nedumudi. Am I saying that right?
Nedumudi, yeah.
To just go on and do a village walk. Just again, these are villages, not the big cities. So it's just a completely different aspect. But beautiful, beautiful time on the boat. Then we will transfer from the boat. We'll have time to stop at a private home for lunch. We'll take tuk-tuks around for this part. But I also just want to say some of the beautiful things we did when I was there before is the way we were eating. I don't know if our dish will be like that, but there's a lot of times it's served on banana leaf and was pretty interesting. So, and you were talking earlier, before we started about the food in Kerala. What can we expect from the food in Kerala?
Oh my God. Food in Kerala is the best thing. It's the best thing. And before I talk about food, I want to talk about the home which we will be visiting. In one of the days when we take tuk-tuks, we will meet an 80-year-old grandmom. I call her my grandmom now. She's so full of energy, and she's a dancer, she's a cook, and she dances. She dances. She doesn't want to know her family that she can dance also. So she will secretly call you inside, and she will show you some of the mudras. And she says, I'm so old, I'm shy to dance in front of my family, but you're like my daughter. I can show you some of the dance forms. And she's an amazing cook. So we are visiting her house. We will see how they have treasured 200-year-old's house, and we are going to eat some on the banana leaf. Food in Kerala is for everybody. We can eat as much as we want without worrying about the calories or the junk food. It's very healthy. Like throughout the trip, the best thing I like about travels in Kerala is we don't eat junk food at all. We don't eat refined flour. We don't eat processed oils. It's all by default cold press oils, fresh food. All the vegetables are always fresh, and there is if you're vegetarian, you have plenty. If you are vegan, you have plenty. And if you're non-vegetarian, also there is fish and mutton and chicken also. So it's for everybody, and you can eat without any guilt.
Oh, we like that. Yes.
And throughout the trip, when you return home, you will be like you're feeling light. This is happens to me like, wow, you because they take care. The food is based on Ayurveda, so they give some waters which helps to digest the food pre food and post food. And it's really light, like there are a lot of vegetables, so I enjoy being in Kerala always. I'm never guilty of indulgence.
And for Margaret, you weren't here, but Sukirti was talking about how we can, if you want in advance, um, have a consultation with an Ayurvedic doctor so you can start on a program and follow it through in Kerala. So we can talk more about that once people have signed up. We'll make that better known how you're going to do that. But I love the idea that you can get into, like, make it a holistic kind of thing, not just seeing things, but kind of the getting into the diet, the how the health aspects of India as well. And then we end our trip at the Marari Beach Hotel, and I have stayed at this hotel. Just beautiful pool. The beach is fabulous. So this will be our last place to stay. But we're on the Indian Ocean, right? And that's me at the beach last time. There's a pool. We'll be doing some explore. We can do some exploring. Then we did this before too. We went to Philip Kuti's farm, and there's a woman and her daughter-in-law run this farm. That's the woman, I mean, the mother. And so they grow food there, they cook it for us. It's just an abundance of gorgeous food. We take a canoe. We're driven, not driven, but pulled across the water to this little island here. So I really wanted to do that again. So I just wanted to add to finish with the slide presentation was just some photos of just kind of emphasizing the liberation and the of a place like this where you're really in touch with nature, the earth there, the village culture. You're not, again, we're not doing the big cities, so you can really just get a different feel. This is Marari Beach, but this is up in Munnar. This is on one of the canals, the backwaters. This, of course, we'll have chance to be with cows. We'll meet local women. And this is on Marari Beach. This is some of our group from last time, just making new friends in such a beautiful spot and so memorable. So that's for our presentation. I'll stop sharing now. If anybody has questions, this is a great time to ask, because here's Sukirti here. You've got it's now what? It's now 6 in the morning, or after 6 in the morning for her. So we've got her. If you have questions, let us know. Just chime in.
So, Kirti, how spicy? I'm just addressing the question in the chat. Can you get food in South India that's not too spicy?
Some of the popular dishes are like sambar, are little hot for the foreigners' palate, but a lot of other dishes are very less spicy, very bland.
And
So we
so,
can
yeah.
always request for less spicy food, and especially in the places where we are staying, they cater to people from all parts of the globe. So the food is not very spicy, and we will, for somebody who has very less, who does not want spicy, we can always request it.
Can we request extra spicy? No, I'm kidding. Extra spicy.
You're a spice girl. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Margaret.
no, I'm kidding.
Kerala,
I do like a little heat, but I'm
Yes,
anyway.
and what I remember is that they, like, you can get those condiments on the side that you can put it.
yes,
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
I was about to add that Kerala has that culture of having chilies. They dip the chilies in the curd, dry it, and then fry it. So for anybody who wants extra spicy, we have chilies always there.
Right. Okay. Thank you. I love those condiments. They're great.
Yeah, they're the chutneys and so forth.
Yeah.
What other questions? Anybody? Let's see. We
So
have
my question's kind of a tactical question. I was looking at flights going into Cochin, and they get there like in the middle of the night. And I was just thinking, obviously, since the first hotel is an hour and a half away, there has to be some coordination. So I'm sure it's not an on-demand thing. I just was, is there going to be a time where we need to kind of coordinate flights so we can all kind of get together at the same-ish time?
Well, I would say what Marcy and I will always we always coordinate in advance. We'll do our best. We'll probably try to ask you guys to see if you can clump together in one flight. I mean, most flights, the last time I flew through Heathrow, but some people came through Dubai, and
That's the best way for me to go, is either Dubai or Qatar.
yeah, so we could probably try to group it together, and we'll cover. I mean, Sir Kirti and I will talk about it, but I don't. You're not going to be sitting I'm not going to let you sit in an airport in the middle of the night. So we will definitely coordinate that.
Okay, I'll probably send an email then to Marcy maybe pretty soon, because I would like to buy my ticket in advance just to get it done,
Have you already? I can't remember. Have you already signed up, Laura?
Yeah, I'm signed up.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
I'm in, man. I'm
So
excited.
Jean, we should I mean, do we want to get a WhatsApp group set up now so people can start communicating, or
I think that would be good.
That would be great, Marcy.
wait a little bit?
I would like
Okay.
that.
Yeah, so we
And
could.
yeah, what we did, I mean, in other places that are planes arriving early in the middle of the night or whatever, we can at least find a hotel that we,
Oh,
where everybody can at least stay in the same hotel. And that way, then in the morning, you can, we'll figure it out.
okay.
Yes.
Mhm.
I mean, like, yes, that's a good point. I mean, if you're coming in the middle of the night and don't want the drive to that hotel, security and I and Marcy can work out someplace just to rest until morning. So, but it takes, once we see all the flights that are coming in, we can make those kind of logistical questions or logistical plans to make sure everybody's covered. I just
Okay.
covered and relaxed. And I know there's a question about yoga, and I've talked about yoga security, how many of those places we can get yoga. I know at Marari Beach Hotel you can, and I imagine at Spice Village.
Yes, the only place where we cannot do yoga is Windermere Estate. There is a yoga space, but they don't have in-house yoga teacher.
Is
So if we have, we can always arrange it.
Yes, I think I would like to be able to arrange, I don't think when we're on the houseboat, we'd be able to arrange that, but I wanted to make sure that people like Tracy and people who are really into yoga have at least, um, at those other hotels, if we can arrange it for, there's an option for that. So yes, we can, it's on, high on my list, Tracy, of making sure, I know you're, really focused on yoga as well. And let's see, I haven't met Cheryl. Cheryl, can you say hello? Hi, Cheryl. And then we had somebody who had a phone number, only a phone number, but I don't see.
Hi, this is Cheryl.
Hi, Cheryl. Can you say,
And
can you,
pardon me?
oh, I just wanted to say hi and ask, because I
Hi.
didn't see you. I just wanted to make sure that we got, your questions answered or made.
Yeah, no, I realize this trip probably isn't the right one for me. I've been
Okay.
to India a couple times. I've been to, and to me, I loved Kochi actually,
Ah,
in Kerala.
okay.
It
Well,
was really an interesting place. It's not the city, but anyway, thanks.
okay. Okay. Anything else? Margaret?
I think the trip sounds amazing. I love the fact that we're going to small towns and not big cities, because anyway, I just love it. I think it sounds amazing.
And I think that if there's anyone like Cheryl, she like, and I like coaching. I mean, but I wanted to have an opportunity for you to explore the countryside, because you can arrange to stay longer in one, or like I said, go to another city. And I don't think you need me for that or NextTribe for that. I wanted to, I think we really try to make sure you get to places that you might not see on your own. And if you look up coaching, if you did want, we can help you with a place to stay if you really want to see that. And there's lots of tour guides that you can hire for just seeing some of the highlights. So I don't want you to think that you're not going to have your chance. There's if it's important to you to see some of these other sites, I say go for it. But I think what I'm trying to do is take you to places that you might not go on your own, and that's why I think you and security can help us there. So what if there's no other questions, I'm going to put people's name. Remember, we draw for $400 off the trip. So yeah, so we can certainly arrange Coachy tour. So we have Laura. We have Laura into the little thing. We have Celia. I haven't heard, or she's still here. Maybe she got off. Oh, I don't see Celia. Okay. We have Tracy and Margaret and Cheryl. Even if maybe we can convince you that it is for you, Cheryl. So we've got our names in here. Doodly 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 doo. Mixing around, not looking. And it's Tracy. Where's Tracy?
Oh my gosh, here it's me.
Hey, Tracy.
Oh, how exciting.
Yes, oh, there's Tracy. I
And
get to meet you.
I apologize. I just drove from Arizona to California and we literally just arrived. So I've been
Oh, okay.
unpacking while I've been on the call. So I apologize.
No worries. So what we'll do is you will get the $400 off if you sign up in the next week. I don't know if that's too much stress on you because you're trying to figure out if you have enough um
Work
your vacation days, but
work time.
and then if you're a member, you get $100 off. Margaret, we talked about that.
Mhm.
And Marcy, we need to also get Margaret $100 off for Vietnam. I don't think she
Oh,
signed
okay.
all that.
All right.
It's my
Extra-
fault, Marcy. I should have brought it up, but I didn't.
That's
It's
okay.
okay. I can always deduct it. And Tracy, you can just go ahead and book as normal. And then once I see that you've booked, I'll deduct the $400 from your balance.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Yay. Well, what else can I tell you? Or Tracy, did you have questions? I know Sukirti, remember this is who had asked about the volunteer opportunities.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Tracy, I have to get back to you about the NGO,
No
but
rush.
certainly you can do volunteer work. And do you want to do that in South India only, or are you open for North India? That was my question.
North.
We can take it offline if you'd like. I have an
Sure.
organization in Calcutta
Sure.
that I had connected with. Her future coalition. So maybe you and I can chat offline and see if you have any
Sure.
knowledge of them. Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you.
Yes,
Sure.
I forwarded that on, but we'll do our best to get India, somebody in the country to weigh in on that organization. But it sounds pretty interesting. So Tracy is thinking of after our trip going to do a week volunteer with an organization in a different part of India. So which is just so impressive. So we love that. But is there anything else I can tell people, or Sukirti can? We want to make sure you feel informed and
So I've never been to India. Is there anything I need to know? Is there any specific vaccinations I should make sure I'm up to date on? Or I am a very adventurous, my mouth is adventurous when it comes to eating, my stomach, not so much sometimes. Is there anything I need to bring in my pack besides over the counter stuff? Or is there anything you would recommend?
Yeah, I will send you a packing list
Okay,
if
great.
that helps. Yeah.
That'd be very helpful.
Because sometimes, sometimes, the best part of this itinerary is we are going very slow. Like unlike North India, where there are different cuisines, but in South India, the cuisine is South Indian. The preparation is mostly same. So it's not that hard on the stomach. Like people usually don't get Delhi belly in Kerala, like we will have in North India.
The big
I will
cities,
send
yeah.
you a packing list. Yeah, I'll send you a packing list.
Okay,
yes,
great. Thank you.
and that's a great point. But do you know anything about, when I went, I don't think just recently I didn't get any vaccinations.
No, we don't have any mandatory vaccinations to be taken to come to India. But sometimes, since it is a tropical place, the prevention there are chances of malaria in the local area. So we usually provide like a roll-on anti-dit oil or a cream that is always there in the car. So if you want to bring your own stuff, you can bring that.
Well, we'll make sure to have that. We didn't, when I was in Kerala before, we never, and it was the same time of year. It was not, I don't even remember getting mosquito bites or anything. So
In that time of the year, the chances of having mosquitoes are very less in January. Yeah.
yeah, so that's good to know.
But
Okay,
it sounds like it will be warm and sunny, so sunscreen, bring that. Yeah, okay.
sunscreen, lots of hats.
Yes, yes. It will be varied climate throughout the itinerary. Like when you're in Cochin, it will be warm. But it will be pleasant. Like, January, February is the best time to be in Kerala.
Okay.
So only place is Munnar where it will be cold, where you will need a slight jacket or something in the morning and evening, very thin jacket. But rest of the places, it will be pleasant. Normal cottons will do.
Good. And we
Yeah.
will do that. So what we do before every trip is we'll be in constant contact. You have Marcy, if you have questions, Marcy will get in touch with security, whatever, and we'll have the WhatsApp group for chatting. And then we always have a meet and greet, and probably for a big trip like this, that's you're traveling a lot, we might make it earlier. We might even have two. I'm not sure. It's just what we've just wanted to make sure you feel like you have everything you need before you head out. So, and we meet each other before the trip on these meet and greets, and we can do, as I said, we can do more than one. And I'll also do for every trip, I do a packing list that has live links. So, stuff that I recommend or stuff I've gotten or recommended to me. So, anyway, so we'll try to keep you covered. Wonderful. Well, I just thank you all for joining us, really, and Sukirti very much so for getting up so early to do this. It's so helpful. And I love that the trip is coming to fruition and we've been working on it for so long. So you've been very patient, but it's coming. It's coming.
Coming. Yeah.
Thanks to all of you, and I hope to see you in India. If
Yeah,
not before.
I'm in.
Thank
All right.
you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.